Did you know a man stole millions, fled with his 15-year-old daughter, and forced her to live as his wife, unalived his best friend, and was only caught because of a Rolex watch? His name was Albert Johnson Walker from Canada. In the 1980s, Albert was a Sunday school teacher and financial consultant who everyone trusted. He scammed over 70 church members and friends out of $3.2 million. In 1990, when police discovered his fraud, Albert told his wife he was taking their daughter Sheena on a ski trip to Europe. He never came back. Albert fled to England with 15-year-old Sheena and forced her to pretend to be his wife. Neighbors had no idea she was his daughter. Sheena had 2 children while living this lie, with their birth certificates listing a fake father. In England, Albert befriended Ronald Platt, a TV repairman who wanted to move to Canada. Albert offered to pay for Ronald's trip, but asked to borrow his ID, driver's license, and birth certificate for the business. The moment Ronald left for Canada, Albert stole his entire identity. For years, Albert lived as Ronald Platt, while the real Ronald was in Canada. But in 1996, Ronald returned to England and moved just streets away from Albert. Albert's cover was about to be blown, so he invited Ronald on a family fishing trip on his yacht. 4 miles out to sea, Albert hit Ronald over the head with an anchor, tied it to his body, and threw him overboard. 2 weeks later, fishermen found Ronald's decomposed body in their nets. His face was unrecognizable, but he was wearing his Rolex Oyster Perpetual watch. The Rolex was waterproof and still working. Police contacted Rolex, who traced the serial number to Ronald Platt. But here's the genius part. The watch's power reserve was 48 hours. By checking the date on the watch, police calculated the exact time of death. GPS data from Albert's yacht placed him at the exact location at the exact time. When police went to question David Davis at his home, a neighbor said, "That's not Mr. Davis. That's Ronald Platt." Police found Sheena stuffing $60,000 worth of gold bars into a diaper bag. At trial, Sheena testified against her own father. The jury took just 2 hours to convict him of murder. Albert is serving life in prison and still refuses to say where the stolen millions are hidden. The Rolex that Ronald wore 24/7 for 25 years became the key evidence that caught the Rolex killer.